Hello guys, welcome back to your favorite channel on YouTube. It's Vibes Plus and I'm yours truly ITL Vitalito, keeping it real. Well, I'm here with a very sad news. The former president of Ghana, Jerry Rawlings, is dead at the age of 73. Well, before we proceed, it's our culture here that once you hit this channel, please do us a favor by liking the video and sharing it on all social media platforms so that your friends will enjoy this awesome content. And if you're new here or you happen to stumble upon this channel, please do me a favor by hitting on subscribe and hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. Well, before I go into the details, let me give you guys a little background on who Jerry Rawlings is and his leadership tenures. Jerry Rawlings led two coups, first in 1979, before twice being elected president in the multi-party polls. A charismatic figure, he first seized power railing against corruption and was responsible for executing of several former head of states for their alleged graft and mismanagement. He was also seen as a champion of the poor, but came to be criticized for alleged human rights abuses. He died in a hospital in the capital of Ghana, Accra, after a short illness, which is speculated to be COVID-19 related. This happened after his mother passed away. He fell ill and was hospitalized a week, and sadly, he passed away today, Thursday, 12th of November, 2020. A week of national mourning has been announced in Ghana for the country's longest-serving leader who oversaw the transition of multi-party elections in what is now one of Africa's most stable democracies. Jerry Rawlings is the son of a Scottish farmer and a Ghanaian mother. Rawlings was enrolled into Ghana Air Force and graduated in the year 1969. A decade later, as a senior serving officer in the Air Force, he overthrew a military government, handing over power to a civilian leader. A lot of African leaders are already paying tributes. This is a very sad one, not just for Ghana, but the whole of the black race, Africa and the world at large. This is so painful. Rawlings was actually my role model. Being a leader that has Africa at heart is really painful. So what really killed Jerry Rawlings is a sickness related to COVID-19. This year is totally something else. We've seen more than enough things already this year. Can we just wrap up from 2020 and do something else with our lives? Well, the burial arrangement for Jerry Rawlings has not yet been announced. I'll get back to you guys and tell you exactly when it's happening, and I'll update you guys about happenings. Let's pray for the reports of Jerry Rawlings' soul. Let's pray for the family he has left behind. May his soul rest in perfect peace. I have some videos from the deceased former president. You guys should take your time and watch, but please don't forget to like and share this video before you leave. And if you're new here, please do me a favor, subscribe this channel. Please subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. And likewise, you can equally follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BlackItal. My handles are at the left bottom corner of the screen. Please follow me. Let's have more discussion off YouTube. Please subscribe.
As our enemies. But I think, no, not that I think, something that is worse than an enemy is a traitor. Yes. And when we won our freedom, some of our countries were led by some of the most noble nationalists, of our time. But at the same time, with the passage of time, some of them became treacherous and rather betrayed our aspirations. In effect, what I'm trying to say is that as bad as an enemy can be, I think something worse than an enemy is a traitor. We've ended up evolving in the process of trying to modernize. We've ended up being westernized to the point where, as I sit here before you, when I wanted to even name my children African names, heroic names, I'm a Catholic. The Catholic Church, or that character, back at home, said, no, I cannot. There'll have to be Catholic names. I mean, those Catholic names are European names. I went through an argument with this priest, and I said, listen, I have a right to my identity. Don't take away my identity. Okay? I mean, Christianize me if you may, but don't Westernize me. There were times, my wife and I is a great graphic artist. We made some beautiful Christmas cards that depicted Christmas in an African setting.
Yeah.
I'm saying that we can vote people in and out, personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
What the wonders! Papa J! Move back! You can't get this man. Go back. Okay, J. Move back, yeah, move back. Right. Where down, sir? Charlie. Badash.
Tell them to move back.
Charlie. They say you should move back, please. You move back. Charlie, Yaze. Make sure you move. Make sure you go with them. Go with them. Charlie.
Yes, just go. Go back. He said go back. It's very simple. Listen to common English. Go back. Hey, Africans,
This man, we can't get this man again.
Block them.
Okay. Hey. Charlie, don't go. Okay, you go. Make fast. Papa J. Jama one. Safe journey, eh? Drive safe, sir. God bless you. We are proud of you. Ghana is proud of you. This man, you can't get him.
3 people in a room. By the following morning, one was dead. And the other 2 who were alive were arrested and taken to court. And as they were asking them, or as the proceedings were going on, the case was beginning to find one of them guilty. And they were going to make a pronouncement on him. You know what he asked? The one who's alive, he and I, we come from the same village. We've sworn on the Bible, sworn on the Quran, sworn on the sword, and yet I'm the one being found guilty. Please, I beg the judge, etc., take us to the village we come from. We have a shrine over there, and let us go and swear on that shrine and see whether I am innocent or he is the culprit, whether I am the murderer or he is the culprit. That's all the question I asked these Catholic priests. They could not answer me because they know you're not going to swallow any poison, but they know that we don't fear that Bible, we don't fear that Quran, but when it comes to our shrine, that one we dare not joke with it. We'll go and tell the truth. The white man who brought the Bible into my country, your continent, the Muslim who brought whatever it is, he is the same person who has gone and invented the lie detector test, the chemical interrogation test. I would dare you to go and line up some of your finest policemen, some of your finest head of some of your finest, what you call it, judges, make any allegations against me, you included. Whatever questions you want to ask, take me through a chemical interrogation. I will be the one who will pass. I wonder how many of you will pass. You know something, Chief? If we can learn to be bold enough to restore the value of truth in our society, then we will have justice. Without truth, we cannot get justice. We cannot get justice. And that's why we're suffering.